much for being here today. What inspired you to become an Attorney General in the first place?
Well, I was in the Maryland General Assembly, first the House, then the Senate, for quite a long time. I've been interested in public policy since I was a kid. And the Attorney General has an enormous impact. I call it being a people's lawyer. And it's a very powerful tool to protect the people of Maryland, to improve their lives, and to deliver justice. And unlike being in the Maryland Senate, I don't need anybody else's vote. I see something going wrong, I can sue. So, it's just a very, very powerful instrument.
And how would you define the rule of law so that teenagers can understand it?
Well, I think teenagers already know this. You have to follow the rules. And the rules, the rule of law, the rules of society are to protect all of us. And sometimes you have to balance individual rights against the collective good. But the point is that we have a process for determining what the rules are. And if somebody says, well, I don't like the rules, let's suspend the Constitution, it is a flat out danger to the society that we have built. It's been in existence for hundreds of years now. And there are ways to change the rules. And it's sometimes difficult to do that. But we live under a cooperative arrangement, if you will, and it helps everyone to be able to make a living, to have a place to live, to have enough to eat, and to pursue the things that they're interested in or important to them. And if you undermine that, what you've got is a system like the Soviet Union, Russia, where one person is telling everybody what they have to do and sending them to prison or having him assassinated if he doesn't like what they think. And I think democracy is a much fairer and constructive way to build a society.
I think that's really well said. And lastly, what are some challenging cases or situations that you faced, and how did you navigate those challenges?
There are too many to name, but for me, probably the most challenging period of my tenure as Attorney General was when Donald Trump was elected. I'm a Democrat, but I worked with Republicans my entire career, and unfortunately, I think Donald Trump does not respect the rule of law. And first week he was in office, he issued an executive order banning Muslims from coming to our country. He attacked immigrants. He showed that he did not care about the rights of women. And you could see, and of course, he had an environmental destruction plan. And he stood for all the things that I'm against. And I had to stand up counter to Donald Trump. We have a lot of lawyers in our office, but we don't have pieces or people that I can move around and say, okay, from now on, you're gonna defend us against Donald Trump's environmental policies, or you're gonna defend us against his violations of people's civil rights. It was an extraordinary series of challenges that were difficult for us to match with resources, but also, I thought, extremely dangerous to our state and to the United States.
Thank you so much for this interview.
You bet.
Can we get a quick picture?
Sure.